Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard dominant solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us with the Tecsun PL-330. This is an AM, FM stereo, long wave, shortwave with single sideband portable radio. You can find this selling on Amazon for $79.99. I'll have links down below if you want to check this out. If you don't own one yet, you might want to pick it up. Quite a little prize here, let me tell you. In this video, I'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan from the Chicagoland area. So we'll see what we can hear. It's been a while since I've done one with just the radio alone. I did have two past videos where I hooked up the C-Crane twin coil to it. Very cool. You should check those videos out. It's a performer with that for sure. But yeah, first we'll go over features. Second, I'll do a size comparison. And then third, we'll start cruising the daytime band. So here it is, the Tecsun PL-330. Like I say, it's a beast, medium wave with and without external antennas. But the ability to hook up an external antenna does make it remarkable as well. So let's look at the left-hand side of the radio. We got our carry lanyard. It says Tecsun on it. We have our antenna jack that says FM and shortwave. It also works as a medium wave antenna jack. That's amazing. And we'll show you how that works. Headphone jack for the FM stereo. Here we have our micro USB to charge the BL5C battery. Going to the front of the radio, we have a bunch of buttons. You can see up on top here, we have a time set, alarm set, display function that changes what's showing in the top right corner. Power button sleep function. We have a step button for fine tuning. ETM or ETM Plus. They have a new mode now called Enhanced Tuning Mode, which is awesome. It has category slots for time. So if you're using the ETM at a certain time, it saves in a certain time slot. And medium wave has 6 time slots. Shortwave has 24, one for each hour. That's pretty neat. So you might find yourself using that quite a bit if you like to search on that hour. That's nice. So then when you go back to those presets, at that time, you're searching the presets in that time category. I love it. So yeah, over here our speaker is 2¼ inches and has decent sound quality. I do like it. You can see it's got a bunch of little things here, and I took the sticker off. That's just me. Our numeric keypad for direct entering frequencies, and you can see the little orange lettering gives you extra choices. Like number 1 says FM set. You can set your FM band from 64 to 76, 87, and 88 to 108 megahertz. You can turn long wave on or off. You can switch your medium wave stepping from 9 kilohertz to 10 kilohertz if you're traveling. You have a icon here showing a light. So when the radio is on, if you press and hold 5, the light will continuously stay on while you're tuning the radio. That's a nice feature. It doesn't keep turning on and off, especially at night. I'll turn it on probably while we're cruising the radio. You got memory button for manually entering presets. I like that. And you got a delete function to delete presets and a confirmation arrow there. This little symbol here means auto sort. So if you got a lot of memories, it'll auto sort them. If you have any extras, it deletes the extras. Of course, I talked about these buttons over here. We got more VFVM. So frequency mode, memory mode. Just remember that. Pretty basic. We have medium wave, long wave button, FM stereo toggle on and off, and of course FM band. We have AM bandwidth. Now the AM bandwidth control on my model, my version is 3305, and you find that out by pressing down the VMBF key, this one here, and then it'll pop up right up here in this top right corner. It'll tell me my version, 3305. So there you go. So the newer radios might have a different amount of bandwidth. On medium wave, I have 9 kilohertz, 3.5, and 2.5. When I'm on shortwave, it's 5, 3.5, and 2.5. And when you're in single sideband, it's 4, 3, 2.2, 1.2, and 1.5 kilohertz. So that's nice to know it goes down that far, especially for CW. And as you can see here, shortwave band, hit these buttons, takes you to shortwave band, meter up, meter down. And of course, if you press and hold, you have the auto tuning system and all the band buttons. So it automatically searches and stores if it's your thing. Those are permanent presets. ETM is more of an extra temporary presets. You have synchronous detection, which I don't use too often in AM, but does work with the single sideband on shortwave. And of course, you got lower sideband, upper sideband button. There's a lot to this radio, as you can see. All right, going to the right-hand side, we have a kind of notch tuning, but it's smooth, doesn't feel too bad. Volume control, nice. And now when you're AM bandwidth, this is really weird. When you hit the AM bandwidth button, you have to use the volume to change it. Then you have to AM bandwidth again to lock it in. I don't know why they did that way. Interesting. Top of the radio here, our antenna is 19.5 inches, bringing in decent reception on shortwave and FM. Little vented area. There's our coverage. It is a full shortwave coverage receiver, as you can see there, along with single sideband, which makes this thing fantastic. You can see I bought it in January of 2021. It's got your BL5C battery. I think this is the original that came with it. Oh, no, it isn't. It's XH data. Okay, so I'm using a new battery. That or it didn't ship with a battery. I can't remember. This one may not have shipped with a battery. Let's get that back in there. All right, let's do size comparison real quick. Bring this up. What should we compare it to? Well, there's good competitors. I think a good competitor would be like the Cudon R108. That's a great little radio on the cheap. If you don't need single sideband, this is the way to go. You're looking at around $55 when it's not on sale. When it's on sale, you can pick it up for around $45. So it runs on a BL5C as well, and you get the airband, but you don't get single sideband or synchronous detection, or the ability to run AM antennas off the external antenna jack. So this is a little bit more flexible than this, but this is more of a little bit more compact and less, price, and it's still a great receiver. So it just depends on what your needs are. Okay, so we got that. Of course, you have, let's see, what else do I have handy? I got the CC Skywave. Pretty awesome. The reason why this is cool is it runs on 2 AA batteries and gives you about 70 hours of runtime. Speakers, not the greatest, but when you're using headphones, it sounds fantastic. So I do recommend CC Skywave 2. Does quite a bit. I do like the weather alert function on it. Fantastic. It has the airband. It's not full coverage on the shortwave, but it gives you the most of the band, I believe. Show you real quick. That's the Skywave gives you. Boom, 26 megahertz. Nice. So yeah, it's not a bad radio. I like it. You do spend extra money, but you don't get the single sideband unless you buy the single sideband version, which is a little bit more money. Oh, a lot more money. Double the money. So, and then of course you don't have those radios. We have a deck of cards hiding out here. Iron Man. Yeah, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Tecsun radios that have single sideband. He's Iron Man. Cruising the frequency waves, man. Whatever. All right, let's get tuning this on. All right. Tune this on. New saying of mine, huh? All right. Kick it. 530, nothing in my area, though you can DX on 530 and pick up quite a bit at night. Volume. Digitally controlled. Alright, so it's right now it's on stepping and fast stepping, so it's going to tune at 10 kilohertz steps, which is fine for the daytime. First station, WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, to the north. So to turn the radio, its ferrite is here, internal ferrite antenna that picks up the signals. We'll turn it.
Baseball brewing in Arizona. Hi.
There you go. Let's turn on the backlight. Always on.
As the Brewers spring training
There we
is
go.
underway, their first game is Saturday.
Sweet.
The Brewers' new first baseman, Reese Hoskins' reaction to the
There's our display showing us signal strength, signal noise ratio. You can change that. Local time. So local time is 11:03 a.m. That's Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois, USA. For the sake of the band scan, let's go back to that time. Your timer. So there you go. Cool. So let's keep going here. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys. So to access the jack here, if you want to hook up a passive loop or a big homemade loop or a long wire, or you want to hook up a C-Crane twin coil to this system and you want to use external jack, you can disengage the internal ferrite by the simple little method here, and I believe it's holding down 3 while you're on the medium wave band. The radio is turned on, so press and hold 3. It disengages the internal antenna and it says CH dash, I believe 5 or S, and yeah, now it's disengaged. It will not pick up that station until we re-engage the internal antenna, but if we had an external antenna hooked up, we could use that to pick up medium wave. And of course this medium wave and shortwave shows up there, so let's go ahead and press that again, re-engage. Now it says CHA. Alright, cool. That's neat stuff. This radio does quite a bit, I love it.
They're doing good than by people who know what they're doing is bad. See, I don't think that people in the drug cartels think that they're doing good. They obviously sleep well because the conscience is usually useless in the human being.
At the southern border. This is NPR News in Washington.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include Fisher and...
Okay, so 560, the station before this was WIND, Chicago. This is 580, WILL, Urbana, Illinois, about 150 miles south-southeast.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
You can watch your gain here, so move it. Look for that sweet spot.
From Illinois Public Media,
Nice, coming in good without any help.
I'm Brian Mackey.
Okay, here we're, I think, picking up a hint of WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan. 195 miles to the east. You can just hear him. He's bringing a passive loop, the Terk advantage.
We can sit back and relax. Those of you like us who are working,
There you go.
we are here for you. Are with you in the struggle of showing up on President's Day holiday.
So there it is. Yeah, it's not 195. I was thinking something else. That's WKR. This is 137 miles east. Okay, it's tuned.
Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycles, RVs, boats, ATV, and more.
It's
All
like
your
2.5 sounds
possessions
good
in one
here.
place. Bundle and save at progressive.com. That's progressive.com.
That's a hassle.
Part of a man is the osteopathy.
Going back and forth, having to lock it in and forget, have to lock it in. 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 175 miles to the west.
Sponsored by Devil Art
WMT.
We do all that too. There's something for everyone at BBC, including fun for Dad and the kids, and our famous free popcorn. BBC is open Monday through Saturday and is
Famous free
located at
popcorn.
20th and St. Paul Avenue, across from Sobelman's and Bachman Furniture, all near the Potawatomi Casino. Stay safe and healthy, my friends.
My friends. Okay. Like it, the call letters?
Time for a WTMJ Sports
There it
Update.
is.
The Brewers are bringing back a fan.
So
favorite.
WTMJ, Milwaukee,
MLB
Wisconsin.
Network's John Heyman reporting that the Brewers assigned pitcher Brandon Woodruff
All the time.
The discovery was made along the 8200 block of South Vernon Street.
Here's 640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois.
She had what appears to be trauma to her neck. A firefighter is recovering after battling a...
It's a good game, but I look at his skill set, and it's very unique. There's no throw on the field that he can't make. We know what he can do in terms of his legs, not his athleticism. We hear about the leader.
Here's WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs. You can see that it's a real strong station by those numbers.
In the National Football League,
Solid.
in a terrible position the first 3 years as the Bears quarterback. That being said, if you can fix those things around him.
This would be pushing it, 700. WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles. It's about the limit for most radios. 300 miles for ground wave. I'm going to bring in the Terk advantage again. I'm tuning the capacitor on the passive loop itself. There we go. I hear them. I don't think single sideband would help here. But sometimes it can, depending on it at night. So if you had headphones, you might be able to pick out what he's saying, but it's definitely picking it up. 300 miles, nice. With the help of the Terk here. Without it, can't hear a thing. We're gonna go. See, it's so tedious. Hopefully they fix that with an upgrade. You guys got a newer radio, it's different, let me know.
I'd let you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your sleep number setting. The Climate 360 Smart...
720 WGN, Chicago. Gotta go a little quicker.
Up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature.
Good sounding speaker.
And now, during our President's Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition.
The opposite of vote for life, vote for death. And I don't think we
WNDZ Portage, Indiana Relevant Radio.
We don't vote for life. We are voting for death. Take the day off! Woohoo! Your local, the everything to help you be unstoppable store.
WBBM Chicago News Radio. I can find my time, my weather, everything I need.
See Center for details. Hi, come here, quick. What is it?
Kansas, you got to raise money to pay for, government to provide the services that keep
WCPT Willow Springs, Illinois.
keep us all alive.
Left-wing station, one of the few. I think there's like 2 or 3 on this. Yeah, 3, possibly 4, because you get WCPT, you got 540, WAUK is I think left-wing now, and then I think Black Information Network, which is 640, is definitely left-wing. WMFN. So they're there, but mostly right-wing on AM.
If you develop new products
in my area.
Then the
one of the candidates had some city business that he needed to attend, and he would be on the show.
This possibly could be left-wing as well. This is 860. This is WNOV Milwaukee.
But we have Jessica Terk. She is running.
This is WKR East Lansing, Michigan. It's a quick try. Again, running out of time. It's so much fun with this radio. All right, let's keep going here. Let's see if we can pick it up. There it is. Just going to the 2.5 made a big difference legibility-wise. Okay.
One guy in from New York, so thank you all.
Here's 890 WLS Chicago. High-pitched whine coming from the camera.
I love you all, and it really means a lot to me.
That he's going to be in Milwaukee. And you know what? If he never pitches again because his shoulder is never able to bounce back, I'm just happy that he's going to be...
The Big Badger, WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
It was very sad. I remember talking about it on my show in the evenings, 4 to 6, and that's on.
You have questions about that? Or how do you cultivate gratitude in your own life? How has
WKBM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
Of the blessings of God, the gifts of God, the presence of God. And what does that mean for you? And what does that mean in terms of your gratitude?
Miss outright. Make sure you're listening and taking turns to speak, which it sounds like you guys really did. You got the communication part going.
WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Usually some great classic rock music.
And try to write with the low bass and uncomfortable.
Please give us a call. Join the conversation. Our toll-free studio line is 888-914-9149.
WNTD, sister station to WKBM, Relevant Radio, Chicago.
Order of Foresters, or you can send us an email, innerlife@relevant.
And then the physical therapist is there to make sure that they don't fall, but they are in a graduated manner.
WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
What we call the perturbation, and that is the disturbance.
Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick, Andy Reid, they have taken guys that other places cannot work for on or off.
WMVP, Chicago, ESPN Radio.
Have a conversation and say with my notebook, the handwriting, here are these 3 things you're going to do.
WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
I tutaj widzę na internecie Get Trump. Very interesting part of this weekend. Just talking about President's Day and the current president, former president, possibly the next president.
WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin, to the north.
With Politico. They come out with a piece talking about Biden's brother and how he used Joe Biden's name to promote a...
There's some music here. HFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, 95 miles to the east. Let's see if we can't boost it with the Terk. Great investment, by the way. Definitely worth the money spent if you're an AM listener. There you go. Can't hover on it. Cool. Of course, all these stations can improve. You can eliminate some of the hissing. 1070 WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin, sports station.
Happened once, but it's the campus.
for True and Mix, presented by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet big, bet full.
WNWI Oakland, Illinois.
Él existe desde el cielo como un toldo. Lo despliega como una tienda de campaña. Él convierte en nada a los
WXCS Chicago.
desaparecer a los jefes de la tierra y son como plantas tiernas.
I'm going to pay that. That's not fraud. That's what the market will bear. And when the banks look at what Trump said and they did their own due diligence,
1130s WISM, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
at that time.
Buck, like 5 years ago, I got a
Officer, they now have to have prior oversight and approval by the monitor and
WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, Chicago, Illinois. They do some kind of talk radio around noon.
684-3110. There's no wrong answers here, by the way. I'm not going to judge you. Some of you work for private companies. You don't get to make the decision about where the freight.
Okay, we got some classic music on 1170. I'll put a pop-up here if I figure it out. Nice. We got the Squirrel on 1180 WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois, the Q. They call it the Q now. I still like to call it the Squirrel.
No te quiero decepcionar, pero lo van a meter, güey. Lo van a meter.
1200s WRTO, Chicago.
O no, chicle. Lo van a meter, pero con que si sigue así de Payamori no le veo entrada ahí en el equipo, porque anda muy bien el memote. Okay. El memote se me afigura mucho a Brandon Vázquez con ese estilo de juego que tiene.
Must be sister programming here, WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois, to the east.
Si se llega a confirmar lo de Mbappé, entonces
Have a long back right up. We got a winch. Winch it on in. Yep. Okay. And then it gets physically lifted off the ground. Yep. 9-foot ceilings and set on a cradle for skinning. Mm-hmm. And then the carcass gets.
WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin. They're talking about butchering there, but yeah, you can get all your agro stuff, learn how to farm, take care of livestock, whatnot. You listen to this station.
Yep. And
in my area.
One person can skin a steer. Correct. Wow. Yeah. I wouldn't take that on by
1240 WSBC, Chicago. This is WSSP, Milwaukee, to the north.
We don't agree with that. We don't agree with that. Yes, you can walk around down there.
1260 WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away. You can hear it. Sounds like some country music.
Now available in your 32-ounce growlers. Enjoy a flight of beer on one of their unique
WBIG, Aurora, Illinois. They have the big radio shopping show where you call in and get deals with your cordless phone. Hello, I'd like to buy a coupon. It's pretty much what it is, coupons for money off at restaurants. You know, I guess that's a big deal as you get older. You go out to eat more than you do and stay at home and cooking. Let's keep going. Just a hint of WZTI, barely. Cool station when I can pick it up clear. Yeah, 1300 used to be WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois, off the air.
Have to have all these prosecutions. There's a reason for all this. And it's not
WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin, 1310.
They're actually destroying the very system they claim they want to help.
OxfordHabitat.org. It's always a great day for a bagel at Harvard.
I really like the clear display too, really nice. Just a great little radio to have on hand. Especially with single sideband if you're Trying to tune something in shortwave. WNTA, Rockford, Illinois.
Coffee. And have you been to Robin's Best Bookshop lately? There's some fantastic 100 on your car insurance.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textline.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop, top, top.
So there you go. Get call letters WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois. College Town Music.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows?
Music on 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. The Blues Brothers. I always think of that. Gospel Radio, WGRB, Chicago. Times when you're in the mood, you just get the gospel going.
All you have to do is type in your address. It can tell you when you're voting, where you're voting.
We have quite a diverse amount of programming on our AM band here near Chicago. 1400 WRGN, Racine, Wisconsin.
It'll tell you who your representatives are, too, from the president down to your councilman, down to your county supervisor.
And all their phone numbers.
Yep, they're the judges who are in your district. And here's one of the most important things to do, too.
Triple Berry Cafe. We also have Sweet Basil Cafe. We also do have the Honest One Auto Care of South Elgin. We also do have churros and chocolate. And then we also do have
WRMN, Elgin, Illinois, radio shopping show as well. Call them up, get a deal.
In stock today, too. So those are for the in-demand. For popular items, we have Village Inn of Huntley, Viator Coffee.
Getting a hint of WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
Liberty Stakes made in America by Americans. You'll also get a free
1440 is your wonderful WROK, Rockford, Illinois. I wish it was rock music, but it's not. It's talk music. Or talk, not music. What is wrong? It should be a rock station, dude. So podcasts, I don't really listen to any. Do you guys listen to podcasts? I listen to the radio. I don't know, maybe I'm missing out. But if you guys have certain podcasts you like, it's not too political, more informational, like I like astronomy, astrophysics, stuff like that. Coast to coast craziness is fun. Post it below. I'd be interested to know what you guys listen to if you do podcasting. Maybe I'll get into it. WRLL, The Real, Cicero, Illinois, barely picking it up. Iron Country, WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. Nice. Yeah, that bandwidth change, that little minute change is a big deal. 1580 WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin. I guess having that bandwidth sitting there waiting for you to confirm it is nice, because if the signal is changing and you need to manually change that bandwidth with it, because it doesn't have auto bandwidth. Some radios do now, which is cool. You can manually do that. That's actually is kind of a cool setup if you think about it. You just have your hand on the volume, just go back and forth on the bandwidth. Nice. So yeah, 1580, I don't know if I said, Watertown, Wisconsin. Yep. Just keep going. WCGO, Evanston, Illinois. Been playing music lately. gave the date barely legible, but they gave the date and time. This is 1620. Traffic Advisory Radio for Lake County, Illinois. Almost through.
Do everything within your power to help us get to heaven.
WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin, Relevant Radio.
People, and I gotta tell you, every day.
Now, part of the cow. Yeah, how much did I hire to live, breathe? I'm still a morning from 2004, 1988, 1983.
Gotta get out of that, get my volume down. 1670, The Zone, WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin.
One of the best. They got proven talent at second, center, right, pitching, catching. It's all proven. Pitching sales. Come on, Brewer, baby. I would love to have a team like that. We got a team this year to come.
Music there, 1690, WBON, Chicago. All right, we're done. Cool, because there's nothing else up here. Be tuning up. Yep, nothing on 1700. Okay. We'll turn it off. Okay. Off. Nice soft power off. I do like that. The PL-330 is a great radio all around. I like it. The thing I miss is a back stand. I know people have little stands they can put it on, which is fine. It's not too big a deal. This is more portable than anything. But a kickstand would have been nice. I mean, they did it with the Radio Wow, you know. They were able to do that. That's cool. See how they raised it? So you got a kickstand on this thing. They're still able to use a BL5C. They could have done something similar. I'm sure they wouldn't have minded. I don't think it's copy protected, the design. So yeah, that'd be nice to see it in here. It'll pop out, but that's just me. Otherwise, it's got everything. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed the daytime band scan of the PL-330 and the informative beginning I gave to this radio. Give a big like if you like the video. 2, if you like Tecsun radios in general and want to see more, hit subscribe at the bell icon. Get notified of future band scans and comparisons. Whenever I get crazy and hook up different antennas to this thing. Do some shortwave scanning too with it. And of course, 3, comment below about the PL-330. Is it for you? Are you going to pick one up? You use my links, support the channel. You guys are great. Let me know if you have one already. If you have a newer one, and if it has different bandwidth. I want to know if it's different on AM bandwidth. If it's different, if you just tap it now, or if you still have to use the volume. And if you get more choices now. Let me know if you do on the medium wave. I only got the 3 on my version 3305. So let me know what current version you have now and if it's different. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.